Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Radio Geonosis, where we talk about Star Wars from a certain point of view. I'm Angie.
And I'm Aaron. What's up, guys?
Hey, we haven't been around for like a hot minute. We've had some stuff going on, but we're back. We've had Wondercon go on.
Yes.
And right now we've got Celebration going on, which is completely exciting.
Oh, man.
A lot of my friends have been posting all kinds of things. They've been my personal tour guide through all of this, so it's been really, really cool. We got to see the drop of the trailer today.
We did.
Episode 9.
I woke up to it, honestly, because Arlie sent me forwarded me a page from
Arlie, the man who had never seen
Star Wars. Yeah, the man who had never seen Star Wars all of a sudden is a bigger Star Wars fan than me somehow. But I woke up to it and I was happy.
Yes.
I was happy with what I saw.
Yes.
Very, very happy with
And my
what
friend
I saw.
Michelle posted it right there as it was happening at the convention. So I was super excited. I've actually seen it now 4 times and I tear up.
We watched it again, so it was now it was the fourth time.
The 4th time. I teared up. I watched it this morning and then I started crying and then I watched it again at work and I started crying. I'm like, I'm sorry.
And you also sent me a message this morning, too.
Yes. I told you, get up and watch it. So you have to. But we've got all kinds of news. And we're going to be talking mostly about the news and not really about anything else.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we've been gone for a while, like you said.
So it's some hot happenings.
Yes, very hot.
Okay, so Disney reportedly taking Star Wars license from EA and giving it to Lucasfilms in games. And then how about this? Star Wars show that they are going to have Keanu Reeves. There was some artwork showing him as Darth Revan.
It was.
And this is rumored to be for an Old Republic trilogy film.
I heard,
I can barely stand it.
I heard. I could be wrong, but I thought you said something about that before, though.
Yes, they've actually talked about it before.
Yeah, I knew.
But now, I think it was just in the rumor mill, but now I think it's like really going to happen.
Down. Yeah,
yes.
man, I just want to thank Keanu Reeves for just taking the coolest roles. And I feel like he's still so slept on somewhat, but he takes the coolest roles all the time.
He does.
He really does know how to pick his roles, so shout out to Keanu and his team.
Yes, and my son is really upset that he's not getting the part as the guy from Cowboy Bebop.
Spike, he wanted him to be Spike, which
Spike
a lot of people.
Spigley or
I just know Spike as his first name.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know about his last name. But I know people did want him to be Spike.
They said he was perfect for it. For it. But sometimes that don't mean anything.
Doesn't mean nothing.
No. New survival guidebook: how to not get eaten by Ewoks and other galactic survival skills.
Oh, wow.
This is coming out by an author, Christensen Believe. I can't see his last name. Belevet?
Uh-huh. That looks like it. That looks like.
Because Ewoks, they are deadly predators.
They are. If you know, you know.
And then word on the street is that Ewoks may be getting their own show on Disney.
Oh,
what is it, a cooking show?
Could you imagine? Oh, God.
An Ewok cooking show.
You know what? If they did an Ewok show with amongst the Ewoks, I guess it could be okay.
Yes.
We'll see.
And they said that they are going to be back to the old they are going to be filming, the 2 guys from Game of Thrones will be filming in the fall.
Awesome. Because, I mean, this is the last season of Game of Thrones. So
right.
So, you know what? I think they're looking forward to, let's do something else.
Yeah, I don't know how many years of Game of Thrones. Was it 6 years?
I love when people get passion projects. When they do passion projects, this seems like a passion project. They probably were like, no one's talking about the Old Republic. Let's fill that lane.
I know you do.
I do.
They heard you.
Absolutely.
They heard you.
I think we manifest a lot of things on this podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, we do. Okay, Star Wars 9, which we saw today, it will complete the Skywalker saga. How about the name?
Yeah. What do you take from the name? What are you seeing? What's Andy seeing from?
I'm wondering, are they going to continue it by adding Skywalker in there?
Luke or
no, the name Skywalker.
Just the name Skywalker.
Yeah.
Is it too far to say that Rey is a Skywalker?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. And does Kylo die in the end?
I don't know, but I love what he did to his mask.
Yeah, I like the fact that he
is a broken young man.
Yes,
that Kylo Ren is.
It goes to show you that Snoke really did not have that much power over him. You know, he decided to put the mask back on because that mask represents something to him.
To him, yes. I think with Kylo always had a Snoke was just the powerful being, I guess you could say, but to me,
he's the bad influence.
Yeah, friend. Kylo felt like he always had a bigger purpose. It was always bigger than that to me. It's something. Yeah. There's something bigger that we don't. I feel like we don't know.
Well, he has a powerhouse. Think about it. His mom was really a powerhouse.
Absolutely.
And so was his uncle. Mm-hmm. His dad was a scoundrel, you know, but his uncle and his mom were both powerhouses in the galaxy. And he, you know, coming from this lineage of Anakin, you know, you're something pretty powerful.
Yeah. And wouldn't you say his father, he was a scoundrel, but even he has like a legacy as well. Everyone knows him for being.
He had a legacy, but not
like the Skywalkers.
No, and not an inherent power, because he has the Force in him. Mm-hmm. Where Rey comes from, I think we're gonna find out in this movie.
Yeah.
We're going to get some answers to that. I think J.J. Abrams is trying to reel it back in from the bad experience.
Yeah. Just from the 2 hours or 3 hours we missed out on.
Exactly. Because I've tried to watch it again, Aaron. It's just really hard to watch.
Did it look like she was on Jakku, though? Did that look like they were on Jakku? Or?
It could be Tatooine. We don't know. You know, there's quite a few desert planets, so we don't really know.
That's true. Let me not get ahead of myself.
I know, boy. Let me tell you.
I can't help but to speculate.
December. We need to just buy our tickets today.
We just need a time machine today.
And as you know, Star Wars Celebration is happening right now in Chicago. Yeah. Tomorrow they're going to be doing a Ahsoka drop. So they're going to be doing something. I think Disney is going to start telling us what they're going to have on their live stream. Yeah. And today I did see that Disney. I think it was either on the news, or it was on the news and it was online, that Disney's live stream is going to be going. You're going to be able to start buying it in November, $6.99.
Yeah, so that wasn't fake.
So no, it's real, and I think they're going to be able to compete, if not blow Netflix out the water.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they would worry about that, because Hulu's there too.
Exactly.
And so is HBO.
Very, very true.
So why are they going after the jugular of Netflix?
I think because if Disney's showing us anything, Disney has a motto. Of course they have never said it, but I'm pretty sure Disney's motto was like, we want to
divide and conquer.
Yes, we want to rule the world, which I mean is not a bad mentality to have.
No, not at all.
Disney came from a dreamer. From Walt Disney, he was a dreamer. He was a forward thinker. So why not go after the market if you feel there's a void missing? You know.
If you've never seen the Walt Disney autobiography on Netflix, I would suggest watching it. Mm-hmm. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it was really good. I cried at that too. I'm like, what the heck, man? I'm crying all this stuff. Why am I crying? I'm a Sith. I don't cry.
Yeah, you don't cry. What's going on?
Okay, Daisy's birthday was yesterday, or the day before.
Happy birthday, Daisy.
Yes, and Billy D. Williams also just had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Billy, yes.
And then they said J.J. Abrams is going to bring this beloved saga to an end. I really like that they're throwing in, Billy D. That they're going, that Lando is coming back to kind of fulfill an end of a legacy.
Yes.
And then they're starting a new one.
Yeah. Which is awesome. So you definitely do get the sense of J.J. Abrams like, let's bring it all together now. Full circle, all together. Leave nothing out. Let's do it. Yeah.
I think he's going to, like I said, repair the damages, stop the sinking ship by repairing the holes.
I would love for you just to have just an interview with J.J. Abrams.
My friend just did.
Oh,
my
really?
friend had one today. I will show you pictures after we do the show.
Awesome.
Yeah, he works for Extra.
Okay.
the show Extra.
Yeah, Extra, yeah.
He's one of the producers, and he did the show today there. Had all kinds of pictures with everybody.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, sometimes you got to love that kind of job.
Yeah,
man.
you do. You really do.
And then my friend John, he's on Facebook, his name is John A. Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
He had some awesome pins today, and I'm crying because I'm like, I wish I could have gotten those, because he's really getting some cool pins. He had one with the birds on it, and then it was holding the lightsaber.
Oh, really?
And then he had one of the rebellion,
mm-hmm.
The little insignia, and one had a kangaroo on it because he met some guys from down under.
Okay.
The pins were cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dope.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got some upcoming events. We've got Comic Orange in Tustin at the Tustin Library on April 27th. That's going to be put on by Saber Guild, and I believe there'll be the rest of the groups there. Mm-hmm. And then on the 25th of May, we're going to have the Star Wars Read Day in Rancho Cucamonga. Mm-hmm. Please try and make it out.
Yes, I will. I actually will request that.
We're going to be doing 4 shows, and so I believe 2 will be Outer Rim and 2 will be us.
Okay.
And then today, I just showed Aaron that they were posting fights that people were getting together. It was almost a dance-off.
Yeah,
it was a saber-off.
Big circle, like a big... But that energy seems so infectious to me, though. Seeing that seems so infectious. Everybody cheering everybody on. And yeah, that looks so dope to me.
We did it last year. I mean, we did it in Florida the year before. Because we didn't have 2008. So 2017 we did it. And my friend Ron told me to get out there. We were on the grass. And I was such a nervous wreck. I really was not like I am today. I would have done it.
Yeah.
If it had been today. Because my friend was there that I fought with at Wondercon. And we could have done our fight scene. But back then, I was just a little bit more shy. But we did take a huge picture of all of us together.
Oh, did you?
Yes, so it was really, really
That's
cool.
awesome. That's really awesome.
A few weeks ago, we had WonderCon. So, Aaron, tell me what happened.
So, for me at WonderCon, again, I went with the Mad Studios bunch, Alex and Anthony Valdez.
The Mad Studio bunch.
The Mad Studio bunch, Anthony and Alex Valdez, who are extension of our shop in Victorville. They live in the OC. And my good friend, Troy Allen, who is a pro hooper, but also a super, super nerd. We went around. This was our 3rd straight WonderCon. We went around, we asked people questions. We had a lot of people compliment us on our hats and stuff. And we just had, honestly, this was the best WonderCon experience I've ever had. Because the last 2, we went on Sunday the last 2. And Sunday is like the kind of ending of WonderCon.
Right,
so it's all coming to an end and stuff like that. But this year, as you know, it was still jam-packed.
It was sold out.
So we got the full, I feel like we got like the Friday and Saturday experience on a Sunday. And we got... My friends got some art. We met with the guys who do the Niobe comic books, and I talked to you about that. They now have a show in development with HBO.
Yeah, please check them out.
Yeah, please check them out if you guys do, because like just to see them come from where they had at the first WonderCon we went to, they had a small little corner. The second one we went to, they had like a couple booths put together. Now this one have a full-fledged staff with the HBO marker right on
awesome.
top. So I mean, if you guys are any people who listen to the podcast, if you guys have a dream, a goal you want to set for yourself, it's possible, because those guys are like living proof that you could be.
And so are you.
Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate that. But it was just awesome to see that. So we spent a good while talking to them, and them also telling us to not quit and telling us like it takes a long time for things to catch on, so don't get discouraged and stuff like that. So this WonderCon experience for me was more so, it was like it was also like growing too, because I was asking artists and like different people, like, you know, how long did it take you to come up with, whether it's a painting or a character, a comic book, a series, and everyone paid their just dues, everyone paid their due diligence, everyone put that time in. So this WonderCon for me was more so about like growth, and there's a lot more room to grow, and you cannot stop. And you know, to be honest, to have that experience like that at a con is awesome, along with also the fun you have seeing the cosplayers, seeing everyone interact with each other, take photos, and people exchanging social medias, Instagrams, Facebooks, and all that stuff, carrying a friendship on. You know, that's what it's all about. So that was my WonderCon experience this year, was to appreciating I felt a little bit more of the love, especially what's going on in the world right now. Everyone had just a really inviting, loving, wholesome vibe. You know what I mean? Because I'm just gonna say it with WonderCon, the people who are there we are one of point in our life the outsiders. You know what I mean? A bit of us were the outsiders. We were like whether. We lived our life a certain way, away from people that sometimes just because we had our own world. We were in our own world. So for us to come together and everyone let their guard down and just have fun was awesome. So this WonderCon for me was a lot more deeper than just it being WonderCon. It was a lot of, inner self, it sounds deep, but that's what I felt.
Oh, I know. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
And anybody who goes to these conventions who is part of like the costuming groups or just the enthusiasts, you feel that kind of bond and you feel, these are my people.
These are my peers.
And I love being around them. And, there's very, very, very few that I have not gotten along with. Very few. I could maybe one, maybe two.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I definitely get that vibe. It's not, because I'm still fresh to cons. There's people who have 10, 20 under their belt, and I'm still fresh to it compared to those people. But I do thoroughly enjoy just the peace and the love and everyone sharing the love of the same thing. You know what I mean? So it was awesome. It was really awesome. Other than the hiccup we had that I told you about, unfortunately, about them thinking that we stole a hat or whatever.
Yeah, my husband was furious.
Yeah, other than that, which that lasted maybe 5 minutes. This year's WonderCon, I mean, not for myself. I could speak for the guys who went too. That's what it was about. We talked to so many people.
Yeah.
This past WonderCon, the last time was more, let's get footage. Let's try to This time was more so people actually recognizing the logo from the couple years ago
and digging in.
So a great WonderCon this year. Great from my standpoint. I had a great time.
I'm so glad. I had a really good time too. I got there on Thursday because I didn't want to deal with the traffic on Friday morning and then trying to find a place at the hotel and getting my suitcases all up in there. So I went on Thursday, but I didn't leave till about 4:00 because Mark had a doctor's appointment, and I have something to say about him too. I ended up getting to the hotel, and I had a huge suitcase because I brought 4 costumes with me, and so then I had to drag all that stuff up in there. And so I looked at my watch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got a half hour to get down to the convention and pick up my badge.
Yeah.
And so I ran down there and actually ran the wrong way around the convention center and made it to the door with 10 minutes to spare to get my badge.
Okay.
So I had 3 workouts that day.
Okay.
But I ended up picking that up. On Friday morning, I dressed up as not a lot of people knew her, but they call me something else. But I did Viper, which was my Madam Hydra, and that was from the DC world. I've done that costume before, and I really, really enjoyed it. I had a really good time. The wig I wore this time was way better than the last time, and so I really enjoyed that day.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, that's Friday. On Saturday, I got to debut my new Sith costume, which I absolutely love.
Oh, it looks really good.
Thank you, Aline from Jedi Closet.
Aline, you did a fantastic job. Really, really
and in
good
the
job.
time frame, because I ordered a gray one and it was a little bit too big, and so she sent me another one. She sent me a black one, and it's perfect. On point. So we got to do a big photo shoot with Brandon Jackson, and all of us were in this picture, and then he took us aside and did a special one for Saber Guild, which turned out to be really cool.
That's really, really dope.
Yeah, which turned out to be really cool.
That's really dope.
And so that night, I had to run back to the hotel and get my Jedi costume, and then I went back and I performed with the Saber Guild for the WonderCon show.
Okay.
For the Masquerade Ball, which was so fun. It is on YouTube and our Saber Guild page.
Oh yeah, so make sure you guys check it out. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
please check it out. I was so happy with the way the performance went. when we were done, I asked Jennifer, do you remember doing anything on any of those movies? And she said no.
So this is the first time she's...
No, yeah, the first time we've done it together. In a performance. We practiced for a month. But I told her I was so into the moment that I don't remember doing it. Oh. I don't remember if we did all the moves. And
you were riding a high.
Yeah, and I actually showed you the footage.
Yes, you did. You showed me how it worked.
Yes.
And it was really, really incredible, too. And it's crazy how you guys rehearse. I mean, of course you rehearse, so you'll get it down packed. But it's crazy how you know the movements and you guys are on par with each other and everything like that. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's really, really awesome. I'm not worried about that. Well, let me pause it.
Okay, so it went off really well. And like I said, we don't remember any of the moves. We just, because it was just so in the moment. But afterwards, we took a bunch of pictures, and it's that camaraderie with the people that love Star Wars like I do, that I just absolutely love. I've got so many friends that are on my Facebook, but are part of the groups that I'm part of. Yeah. And it really, really makes me feel good to know these people. Yeah. And I mean, and I'm like, I wish I had done this sooner. But I've been at it now since 2015, and I totally love it. Love it.
It's honestly, like how you said you wish you'd done it sooner. It's the fact that you did it though. Yeah. And you stepped out of your shell or in a comfort zone at that time. Yeah. To do something like this, and to also share, it's all experiences too. Yeah. You're sharing just experiences with people, and I commend you, because I would love to do something like that one day. I think I will. When I get out of my comfort zone, I think I will.
You're going to be getting there. Yeah. Because I started in conventions. Then the next thing you know, I was just going. The next thing you know, I was dressing up. The next thing you know, I'm part of these groups. Yeah. So it went from this to that.
There were stages. Mm-hmm. So was she? When you asked her, she was like, "No, I didn't remember some, like."
She said, "I don't remember doing it. I don't remember." So she was
riding the high
Jennifer
too.
And I don't remember doing some of the moves. I said, "Did I do this? And did I?" She goes, "I don't remember. Did we do it?" It's because we were so. There's some people that you can do fights with, and you almost feel a little intimidated by, because they're so much more than you. Yeah, yeah. But her and I, there are some people that you can fight with and you click well with. Okay. And so I'm hoping to do more fights with her, because even though she's from another temple, I'm hoping to be able to do that.
So to do something like that with someone from another temple, what all do you guys have to do as far? Is there someone you have to ask? Is there certain politics or what?
No, there really isn't any politics in that. I went over there to practice a few times, and then because I was going to do a show with them. Yeah. And so they asked us to make up a choreo for that Pasadena show. And so we did. Yeah. And so she asked me, well, do you want to do it again for Wondercon? And I said, you know what? Yes, let's do it again. Yeah. So when I went over to her temple, and then she came over to my temple. Okay. And we practiced. Oh, awesome. For that. Yeah, for the
awesome.
month.
So it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah, just going back and forth. I've done, when I I did a parade, and a little bit of a fight scene with Outer Rim. I actually went to their practice, which is in Chino, and I practiced with them to learn the fight scene.
Does it sometimes trip you out how quickly invested you became into all?
No, it's a good feeling. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
No, it really hasn't. And in the last couple of weeks, I was talking to Mark about. I want him to be a little bit more involved, and because I've been involved with him and his racing motorcycles for so many years. Yeah. And so he said, I agree. I will become part of it.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, I will support you, and I'll become part of this. So he has agreed, and we have everything bought.
Do you need a contract written, or is this handshake?
No, this is a handshake. Okay. A high five, whatever you want. A fight that occurred to get this to happen. He is going to do Grand Moff Tarkin. Okay. And join the 501st.
And you told me that he would be a perfect Tarkin.
He will be a perfect Tarkin. He's a bad-mooded guy.
So this could have been his calling all along.
Oh, this is the minute he's doing it, and he sees kids walk up and want pictures with him, and because he is Grand Moff Tarkin is Darth Vader's right-hand man.
Exactly.
So wherever he is. Mark's got to be with him.
With him, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's going to see how kids and people run up. Let me get a picture. Yes. And so we've got everything except for the boots. I have the whole costume.
So you just need those high black boots.
I just need to get their motorcycle boots or riding their equestrian boots.
Equestrian boots,
The cheapest I've found was like $210.
Okay.
So, and I don't want to get. I'm not sure if I want to just get the cheap party boots because I was reading online that some of the soles came off the boots and stuff. So if you spend $50, might as well go all the way.
Might as well go all the way.
Might as well jump all the way in the pool.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just put your feet in the pool.
That's
just jump
right.
all the way in.
Yeah, because you know what? If you buy cheap shoes, you know what's going to happen. You're going to have to buy 4 pairs of those, and by that time you
should have just bought the expensive ones in the first place.
Exactly.
So is he looking forward to being Grandmaster Tarkian?
I think he's kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because for so long he's kind of fought that. He has now he's up to 90 books, 95 books.
So he's pretty invested anyway.
He knows the stories. He's right now reading Order 66. So he's read everything from before Bane all the way through.
Okay.
He's read in line.
So he's more invested than he knows.
Yes. Yeah. And he told me he likes the ARC troopers. He likes the characters in, he's a real clone trooper guy. He really likes these guys and the Mandalorians. He really likes them.
So was there ever him possibly being a stormtrooper? Was that in the question?
No, because I think for him to wear that plastic, it would be kind of constricting, and I don't really think he'd like that.
Okay.
I told him he would make a great Jedi, and I could teach him how to fight. Mm-hmm. In the past, I wouldn't say that. But now I can teach people how to fight. Because the choreo that we made, Jennifer and I made up most of it.
Yeah.
And so now I know how to do that.
Exactly.
In the past, I would have people teach me what you want me to do. Now I can do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I could teach him.
And it didn't happen overnight. It took a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very first time I went to practice, I was dumbfounded. I'm like, what do we do? I had no idea on, the moves and stuff. And now I'm teaching my friend Mike how to make it look more realistic. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm teaching him how to do it. And by the way, Mike Longo, I want to give you a thumbs up. We did a photo shoot with him, and that's where that Sith pose came from. My Sith costume.
Okay, yeah. With the other, it was like you and 4 other people, or is it that photo?
No. It's the one where I'm by myself.
Okay.
And I'm holding the red lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
He did that photo shoot. There's a few other pictures. I haven't posted it yet because I still haven't gotten back all of those ones. But I did get my approval one. So I sent that into Saber Guild so I can get that costume approved. So I can do fights and things and with that costume on. And then also I sent in my costume for Sith Dynasty. So I'm hoping to wear that at the Angel game because I will be at the Angel game.
So so the Star Killer pose, Andy, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Was the Star Killer pose intentional, or was it? Because I appreciated it, especially when you pointed out to me after the fact, because you quizzed me and I was like, I don't know really where this pose is from, and then you told me. And I was like, oh, now I see it.
When we did that picture, that was with Brandon Jackson. I want to give him thumbs up. He told me to do the Star Killer pose, and I was unfamiliar with it because I never played the game.
Yeah.
And so I kind of did the pose that he showed me to do, but he goes, oh, that kind of doesn't look right. So I kind of bent my knees a little bit more to the side, and he goes, that's perfect. So that's why you see me doing that, because Brandon told me to, and he's the chef geek photographer, and he told me to do it that way. And that was the pictures that we did for that was outdoors at Wondercon.
And that's the one I saw.
That's the one you saw.
With the other
Jedi.
And where are they from?
They're from my temple.
Oh, okay.
The one thing I wish I had done, and I didn't think about it until afterwards, was that they could have all been on their knees and all the sabers on the floor.
Oh.
And then I did that.
And
pose.
then you did that.
Yeah. I wish I had thought about that, but I didn't think about it then. I thought about it afterwards. So if I do something like that again, I will definitely get that kind of picture in.
Because I know there's the Ontario con coming up.
Yes, that I will be there on Saturday.
So does the Saber Guild
will have
there?
Yes, they will have a booth there, and that will be Outer Rim who has the booth.
Oh, okay, Outer Rim is going to have the booth.
Yes, and I'm going to help them.
And I want to also give a shout out to the 501st Legion for, again, like, we took a picture with them before. I think it was last year. And then this year, what are they called again, Angie? With the all red, the guards.
Centurion.
The Centurion guards. When the Centurion guard recognized Troy, like,
oh my gosh, that's so funny. I wonder who that was.
From last year, like, he was like, oh, I remember you guys, but I want to give them a shout out for being so cool with us. You know what I mean? Like, I know it was a whole bunch of us trying to take a picture with them, and them just being like, so like, we get this. But all
see,
the time,
that's what they're there for. They're there for the people.
Yeah.
You know, they're there to take pictures and whatever else. You know, they're there. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I try to always have a positive attitude, and everybody that is with the Saber Guild, with the 501st, with the Rebel Legion and the Mandalorian Mercs, even the droid builders, they all have that same kind of attitude. They will sit and talk to you as long as you like, because they're also enthusiasts of Star Wars, so they love to talk about it. So because
they could talk. They were talking to Alex for a while.
Oh yeah.
And Alex was talking to them. Are you guys excited for Episode 9? And a lot of them, and it's crazy. I'm always on your back about, like, give it a chance, Andy. Come on, give it a chance. And they're just like, yeah, because Episode 8 was shit. You know.
Straight from his mouth, not mine.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
Now, this is interesting, Aaron. We're going to get a little bit off beat here. In the Indiana Jones movie, The Crystal Skull, you know what he says? I have a bad feeling about this. So I'm like, it's in every Star Wars movie. And now it's in The Crystal Skull.
So you think that's a George Lucas thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That has to be.
Yes. On April Fool's, they said he was going to come back and do a Star Wars movie. But you know what? The funny thing is, I think he may have talked to J.J. Abrams, and maybe J.J. got a little bit of tips from him, because I know that they've talked.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he did get a little bit.
I know him and Jon Favreau talk.
Yeah.
I know they speak. I know they talk quite a bit. So I could only imagine, like, him hitting up J.J. Abrams, like, let's bring this thing full circle. You know what I mean?
And maybe he went there to find out where he could get the roots of the movie, because nobody else really knows, out of all of us who are real big Star Wars fans, it would be George who understands it the most, because he created it.
Yeah.
He created this world. So he understands it the most. Like my husband and I were talking about the books today when we went to go get something to eat. And so I told him that all 9 movies focus on the Skywalker family. Yeah. All 9 movies. Yeah. They go from when...
That's the premise.
And yeah, it's about this one family, and everything goes around it. I said the books are everything else in the galaxy. They're covering everything else in the galaxy. And so that it's kind of a cool thing that even the older books... They still, even though they say it's an expanded universe, it's still exciting to read it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're getting something out of it. And I'm going through the Jedi Apprentice right now. I'm kind of slower than Mark because...
Oh, he read what? He's read 70 like books?
90. 90
That's
now.
Insane.
There's 100, and I have 100, and I believe I have 180 books total. And he's at 90 right now. He's going to read all of them, and then we're going to go to the newer ones.
Oh, okay. So that's his plan for that. So he has a plan of...
Yeah, of reading all of them. He's reading them. He always asks me, do you have another one? Do you have another one? Do you have another one? Because he really enjoys it. He goes, I am shocked. He tells me that he's shocked that George never made any movies out of any of these, which I don't understand why. Yeah. But maybe he just thought focusing on the Skywalker lineage would be, the movie part of it. But it's obvious that Disney is now going outside of that.
Yeah, because it was only going to be a matter of time. Right, you have all those people to appease, too.
Right,
the readers.
Stockholders.
Yeah, those stockholders.
Plus you're trying to build your library for your Disney streaming.
Absolutely.
So you just can't show Disney movies and Star Wars movies. You're going to run out.
Yeah, you're going to run out soon. Yeah, it's not going to last long.
But now you've got a platform to really go outside the Skywalker lineage and show us, because that's what it did with the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars went outside the box, and so did Rebels.
Yeah.
You know, and now with the newer ones, the Resistance.
The Resistance.
Yeah,
yes.
you're seeing kind of outside the box. So these have become beloved characters as well because Ahsoka came out of it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And so you're seeing them step out and bloom and go into something else. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, again, because it's only going to be a matter of time before the people like earn for something different.
Yeah,
you know?
And they did that with the games.
Exactly, and I think that's exactly why the games had to come out, or that's why the Lucas Arts and EA Sports collab came out, because it was time for something different. Like,
right, because
got the movies as another form of media or entertainment.
Right, and they have to go with what's going on as far as like going forward from the role playing games to the small video games to the full-fledged video games.
Yeah.
Because they're moving forward with the technology we have at hand.
Absolutely. And on top of that, there's a new game supposed to be coming out that we don't even know, but it's called Avenge of the Fallen.
Yes.
So all we got is just what the game case is going to look like.
I think we may see some more stuff. So if we see anything, if my friend Michelle posts anything, I will send it right to you.
Because she would see it first. Anyway.
Yeah, she's there.
She's there live and direct. You
yes.
know what I mean? So she would see it before anyone else does. Which I can't wait. Because I know they're going to show us something.
Yes.
I'm just waiting patiently.
And her universe, Ashley Eckstein, who is the voice of Ahsoka Tano, she is at Celebration. And so she came out with her whole line of this Star Wars clothing. And one says Tano on it. And it's a long sleeve shirt. I went to buy it. It's completely sold out in every single size. Every size.
People were just waiting.
I'm like, that sucks.
People were just waiting.
Hopefully she'll make some more. They'll make some more so that I can purchase one of them. Because it was a decent price. So, and I have a lot of her clothes.
Oh, okay. So you have some of her pieces from the past.
Oh, I have a lot.
Oh, okay.
I have some stuff from the Solo collection. And I just bought a pair of her jeans that is got the Han Solo. It's got the ship on it and the dice.
Oh, wow.
I love him.
I didn't even know there was anyone doing anything like that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Just like, don't get it twisted. Yes.
Yes, there is. And I mean, it's ridiculous in my closet. I have all her workout stuff. It's bad.
Shout out to the people, everyone at Celebration right now. Just soaking in just all
I'm so jealous. I'm jealous. I'm sad I didn't go, but you know what? There's a reason for everything.
There is. And it'll be in LA next year.
Maybe. Wherever it is, I'm going. If it's in New York, I'm going to New York.
Yeah.
If it's in, I don't know if it's ever gone back. I'm going to have to research this, but I don't know if it's ever gone back to the original place 20 years ago in, oh my gosh, I believe it was in Colorado.
Oh, okay. That's where the first celebration was.
Yeah, they said it had a few things in a tent, and it was in an airport kind of thing. And it started 20 years ago, and it's worked to this.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Don't stop, guys.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will, because this convention is huge. It's like a Trekkie convention. It's huge.
Yeah. It's almost like a. If I could compare it to something that I could identify, it's almost like an E3.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's almost like they just unveil new and up and coming Star Wars.
Yes, books and everything.
Yeah.
Jedi and Apprentice, that's there today. You know, that's there this weekend, and they had book signings and stuff. So hopefully at Comic-Con they will too, because I'm going to be standing in line for it.
Yeah. Either way. Either way.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Next week we'll be back, and we'll be talking about. We're going to go over music again.
Yeah, because I wanted to do that.
Because I'm hoping we get some music from episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I hope and then we can discuss that, because John Williams is going to be doing that. Yes.
Yeah.
Writes beautiful music. So from us here at Radio Geonosis, we'll see you next time. Please follow us on Facebook at Radio Geonosis 2.0, on Instagram at Radio Geonosis, and
on Facebook, on Instagram. Did you say Instagram?
Yeah.
Already? Yeah, and also on Podbean and on iTunes as well. Make sure you guys check us out and make sure you
YouTube.
And make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube so we can get that personal URL.
Yes.
And also make sure you guys check out Mad Studios, our hub.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Where we record from the fabulous Mad Studios.
Yes. So make sure you guys follow us and make sure you guys find out what Angie's doing, because Angie's doing something every week and day, it seems like. So that's your on the floor,
Yes, and I will be with Rebel Legion on Saturday. We're going to be doing a troop out at the San Bernardino football field for autism. It's Walk of Love.
It is an Autism Awareness Month as well.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys get your blue puzzle pins if you guys can get them somewhere. Yes.
So from all of us here at Radio Geonosis, we'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.